against the new pairing of Huang and Ren Xiangyu from China. These pairs have been residing in section 4 of the draw. Winner of this match will play the winner from the all-Indonesian R32 match, and Indra and Joaquin, all the big shots for this year, might be their opponents. Chen and Yu and China, the great pairs in section 4. Well, do keep an eye out for that Indonesian pair, Indra and Joaquin. They really are lightning bottled, that's the way to put it. Now, first meeting between these two pairs, and that's because we have a brand new China partnership, Zhang Yu and Huang Di. Huang Di used to play all the way up to December with Liu Yang.
For the toss, your choice of red or black. Red for them, black is yours. Red. How you want? And then serve. Run to serve. Receive key. Which side? Yeah.
That's Lam Wai Ming, umpire for this match with a coin toss. Ren Xiangyu, of course, has played most of his men's doubles with He Jiting. That partnership wasn't as successful as a lot of people would have wanted last year. I'm sure that's the reason for this switch. This is very much the first tournament that they're playing. Of course, Kang Min-hyuk used to play with Hyo Seung-jae. He knows all about switching partners, but he's quite established now with his current partner of Ki Dong-ju, 26-year-olds. And there's confirmation of their highest ranking with Hyo. That was number 2. That was February of 24. And he's a lively player, the 24-year-old Ki Dong-ju. Gwangyong in South Korea. This is his highest he's been, 22nd in the world with Kang Min-hyuk. But together, as I said, they have formed established enough partnership that they managed to get quarterfinal appearances at the Korea Masters, China Open, the All England, also a runner-up at the Taipei Open, and he also picked up a title at the Orleans Masters last year. Well, Huang Di, as I said, used to play with Liu Yang, ranked 14, and no current ranking because this is very much their first tournament together. Jiangsu is his birthplace. There's Ren Xiangyu, 27-year-old from Sichuan. I said the last title that he picked up with He Jiting was the Australian Open in 2024. Also won the Singapore Open, Thailand Masters, and that year Japan Masters in 2023 as well. There's confirmation of Lam Wai Ming in the umpire's chair. And Mohammed Ezad Salman is back in the service judge position. As with all men's doubles matches these days, it's going to be fast, it's going to be furious.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Ren Xiangyu and Huang, China. And on my left, Kang Min-hyuk and Ki Dong-ju, Korea. Ren Xiangyu to serve to Ki Dong-ju. Level. Play.
So Ren Xiangyu gets us underway. I wonder if that's brand new partnership tag that they have is going to lead to any spaces on court. You need to have that understanding with your partner as to where he's going to be. And as I said, Kang and Ki have already proved that they've got that by taking a title last year. Pretty much their gelling period is done. That's a lively opening couple of points. Well, marshalled by Ki Dong-ju, in the right place at the right time. Now, conversely, of course, the brand new partnership tag might just work in their favor, as you never quite know what to expect. One shots. Longest rally benchmark.
2-1. Play. Service fault too high.
Too high from Ki Dong-ju.
2-all.
Serve. Ki Dong-ju having to step back, sweeps it across. Min-hyuk. Right down the middle. That's what I was talking about. A little bit of a conversation going on the China side. That's the exact kind of gap that I was expecting to turn up, just a little bit too wide in the middle, and it leaves that corridor open. Now you can see the conversation just beginning to start as to who's supposed to take that. These are the kind of little intricacies that you figure out, I guess. At 3-all.
Thank you.
That's very nice.
Service over. 4-3.
Xiangyu. Steps in, kills that down well. You've got to time those interceptions perfectly.
Oh! 5-3.
Actually, with He Jiting for just over 2 years. Before that was with Zuan Yi.
Service over. 4-5.
Kang Min-hyuk, former world champion. Classic year for Korea at the 2023 Copenhagen World Championships. hear that Seo Sing Jae picked up a double gold medal, mixed and men's. Differences they might have in terms of history and legacy in pairs, certainly not being reflected on the scoreboard right now. Just 1 point between them.
It's over.
6-all.
6-all.
Youngju a little bit low. Response that would have been from Huang.
7.
He's taken off his feet for the first shot. He's on the floor. There. Stayed on the floor. And if that had been placed a little bit more to his right, he would have actually had a pretty good shot at that.
Thank you, Langjak. Huang, on court.
7-6 to Kang and Ki. First real lead as we approach the mid-game interval for Kang and Ki. Just 2 points, and they were solidly taken. Body shots from Ren Sang-Yu.
8.
Oh, wonderful defense from Ki Dong-ju. The Korean men's doubles defense is almost being etched into legend these days. Whether it's women's or men's, this was a good example of it. Wonderful returns. Just rolled off the top of the net.
Challengers called out.
It was called out, looked in. Looks like the perfect situation for a challenge.
successful. One challenge remaining. Service 10-8, play. Service over.
Good from Huang.
9-10.
Kilometer an hour. Power behind that shot, that winner. So close. 10-all. I don't know what Ju was thinking there. Went for the shot, ended up in a bit of a fake out, and in the end, it's 11-10 to Ren and Huang. Yeah, it certainly looked like he tried to go for the kill. It went through his racket. I think the reason that looked so complicated was because Kang just so effortlessly picked it up behind him.
Clock to 20 seconds. Clock to 20 seconds. Play.
Oh, they are pushing ahead now. Lapse of concentration from Kang and Ki. Huang and Ren so far have been solid enough. Again, Ki Dongju with an incredible save. Well, got to give him credit just for the save in the middle of that rally. It's the finishing shots that are currently eluding Ki Dongju. There was that save. Ren and Huang beginning to find some common ground. Just that one mistake early on positionally to let that shot straight down the middle. Since then they've tightened up nicely. Fully deserving of this 3-point lead. It's gone long, make it a 4-point lead.
14-10.
Bread and butter shot for him.
14.
got a little bump off the tape as well. Mistakes creeping into Kang and Key's game, and the way this match has been positioned so far, I think a 4-point lead for Ren and Huang might be enough material for them to need into claiming this first game. They've certainly been stout enough in defense, again with that one lapse early on. Corrected that, as you can see. And that was Ki Dong-ju, I think, with the good pressure.
12-15.
Well, on so many occasions, I'm always naming most valuable players at the current moment on court. It's doubles in this case. I think I'm going to have to go with Ren Xiangyu. He's been very solid on the China side. Kang Min-hyuk on the Korean side. I think it's those two that are battling for the overall title.
13-15.
Dong-ju has been spectacular in defense, maybe a little bit inaccurate in attack. And Huang Di, well, struggled a little bit in chasing, but so far he's letting Ren lead the way. Shot there from Key. Kang comes in big. Mistake there from Huang Di.
15. It's over. 16-14.
Again, nicely put. Nice touch by Huang Di. Fantastic rally. I actually think with the pattern of play that was the best rally we've seen so far in game one. 4 players involved and all 4 players looking sharp. Kang Min-hyuk in the end, placing that well, just off Ren's racket. But they're trailing. Ren again, Huang with the big backcourt attacks. It's big enough. Ki Dong-ju is fouled once.
17-15. Lanjut. Thank you, Lanjut. Players on court. Huang on court.
play from
16, 17.
16-17. Still too tight to call in this first game. But really great play from Ren Sang-yu. All. Nicely poised. And in all honesty, I think this first game could go either way, which is more of a compliment to Ren and Huang. Second shot from Ren. Pushing ahead, 18-17. As I said, He Jiting and Ren Sang-yu kind of fell off the boil in 2025. You could say the same for Huang Di and Liu Yang as well. So maybe this has been a master stroke to put them both together. We've seen a lot of new partnerships in men's doubles, of course, on the Korean side. Well, Kang Min-hyuk's partner So Seung-jae and Kim Won-ho. Incredible matchup. Could even say better than Kang Min-hyuk and So Seung-jae. The common factor there is the So Seung-jae. No disrespect to Kim Won-ho. 18-all. Kang Min-hyuk showing, while I'm talking about him, why he made world champion in 23. Scampering around the nets, firing shots, good angles into the back. Still a little bit rusty there in terms of that middle space. There's a challenge coming from that, but it was good to see Huang and Ren get into that attacking smash pattern. It wasn't as succinct or crisp as you'd like to see it, but it was certainly on full attack there. Challenge works. What an important point in terms of the overall picture of this game and, of course, match. 19-18. Just taking too much on at the front. Kang Min-hyuk wasn't in position, so it was his shot.
Play.
19-all. Service advantage back with Huang and Ren. So Kang and Ki with the first game point. In all honesty, could have easily gone the other way. But if they can snatch this, it goes to extra points.
20 all.
That's the 2 first to 30. Oh, it's Huang Di's backhand in the end that was placed well enough to offset Kang Min-hyuk's shot. Score 21-20. Second game point for the Koreans. Look at that. Such an accomplished backcourt player. Steps up at just the right time. Unleashes a huge shot from the back. That lift was a little bit attackable though. A bit short. Came back with some real venom. 21 all. And saved 2 game points. Winner speed clocking over 400 kph. For all their hard work, I sincerely do hope that Huang and Ren get at least one shot at game point. It's the third one down. To explain that final shot from Huang Di, he may have been still thinking about this, which is Ki Dongju's very wild ride off court and back on. Let me just stress, that was no racket change. He was just pulled by momentum. And it is a third game point for Kang and Ki. Defending stoutly. Trying to turn it round. It's a mistake in the end. Ki Dongju comes through. 23-21. First game for us. Oh, it was another wonderful rally, but Ki Dongju really stepped up. There's that conversation again.
얘네 움직이게 만들어야지.
공간 나오면 내가 빼줄 테니까.
그래.
라켓 들고 한 번만 들고 한 발짝만 전진. 탁 다가르지 말고.
그 앞에 저 헤어핀 놓고 잡아채는 거 힘이 너무 들어간단 말이야. 쫓기 쫓기.
关键球呢，这个卡对角，对吧？多拍以后的这个对控，还是我们自己手上自己看出啊。啊，加油啊！加油！保持对强度啊！
Clock to 20 seconds. Clock to 20 seconds.
Well, Huang and Reng are out early. Kang and Ki follow suit. Game 2. Hard contested game 1. Where this man here, Lin Xiang Yu, certainly proved his worth.
Second game. Love ball. Play.
A couple of points for them to get used to the new conditions on the change of ends. Nice touch from Ki. Finds himself at the back. Wonderful arcing shot if he'd managed to pluck that into the corner. Fortunately, couldn't. Huang and Ren, early 2-point lead. And picks out the winning angle very early on in that third rally. Tricky angle looking at the replay.
It's over. 1-3.
There's that conversation again. And you really cannot fault them for having it, because if in their minds they are playing at 40–50% of what they could do, and they're still pushing the likes of Kang Min-hyuk and Ki Dong-ju to 23-21 in the first, and that's a pretty good platform for them to be sharpening up. Going to keep an eye on them in 2026. And Huang.
It's over. 4-1.
And if all goes well for them, well, I won't have to keep an eye on them because they're going to be at the business end of tournaments regularly. Good start here for them in the second, 4-1. Nice angle picked up by Ki Dong-ju.
2-4.
Coordination between Kang and Ki. And as I said, a wonderful shot from Huang Di. I think it was that it was Kang on the floor. It was Huang Di. Look at the deception on that. Beautifully played.
Thank you, Langer.
Well, after looking at the replay and the quality of Huang Di's shot, that was actually a valiant attempt by Kang Min-hyuk to get into that new position, because that was a wicked deception right at the face of the net. Big miscommunication between Ki and Kang. Big enough to leave them late and chasing the shuttle. And that was it. And Ki Dong-ju still had half a mind on his partner when that shuttle came back at
Thank
him.
you.
So they are 6-2 down.
Okay.
Pressure from Kang Min-hyuk.
It's over.
When it comes to flat exchanges at the net,
6.
he's certainly no slouch.
It's over. 7-3.
Wonderful pickup from Kang Min-hyuk. Wow. The defense has been breached,
3.
as you can see, 8 times in game 2, but some of the flashes of brilliance that you see just like that, look at that, just picked it up out the air at speed. Remember, we're watching slow motion, so that almost looked like real time and slowed down.
It's over.
It seems that these tight exchanges around the net seem to be going the way of the Koreans. Mid-court, backcourt currently is being controlled well by Huang and Ren. Well, that's at least the complexion of game 2. It's a little bit more even. I think Huang may have snapped the string. Yes, he has. Heard that happen.
It's over. 5-9.
So 5-9, approaching the second mid-game interval. Huang and Ren not conceded the lead yet in the second, but they're also not pulling away that much. You can see 4 points already is. Love it to be more. Flying. It's really great court coverage by
5.
Ren Xiangyu. He was left and right, essentially covering. There he is. He's on the right side, jumps over to the left, ready to go both ways. And once again, it's the finishing touch on the phase of action. 11-5 at the break to Huang and Ren.
其他的都正常啊。你劈他点他，拦他前面，他很难受的啊。起来，这个能够快点接打。
冲他告诉就慢点啊，因为这把。
20 seconds.
So they get back on court for the very important
11, 5.
second phase of game 2,
Play.
trailing by 6 points, the Koreans. They picked up win at the All Masters last year. Long opposition, the Taipei Open. Interesting to note that Kang and Huang, the opponents that they beat in the All Masters, ousted in the first round here yesterday. Huang D hits the floor. High again for Ki Dong-ju. Again, Kang Min-hyuk makes it look like a fake, because his coverage of the backcourt is just so comprehensive that he's always in the right place. And that's what I mean. Because you could make the argument that if he's clearing up for his partner, and they're both not looking at the other side of the court. Not good when you're trailing.
36.
Well, I said they have gelled as a partnership. They have actually only been together since last March, I think it was. But they've certainly picked up results along the way, and that's the most important. Was trying to place that well. I think he's pushed that long. He has. Coming up with a good idea, but I have a funny feeling this second game has fallen. They're just falling behind too much. Once again, I said it, if Ren and Huang can take Kang and Ki to 23-21 in the first and then be leading 14-6 in the second, and still think they have a lot of work to be done, well, all points in the right direction.
Service over. 7-14.
Little tumble off the nets. Kang and Ki will take it from this position. Point by point, step by step, trying to cut into this lead at a good time. When I say a good time, 14 points, a very good place to stop your opponent's growth. beautifully done. Dongju has really stepped up these last few points. These little hooks at the net.
Okay. Play. No, play. Play on. Pass the shuttle. Pass the shuttle.
Well, they have done fantastically well to bring this back. All of a sudden, 14-7 seems so far away. That serve is a little bit too tricky. So the run stops there, but it's a good one. They are 3 points back, perfectly within striking distance. Now, Huang Di's been having some little conversation with the umpire. What a serve.
16-12.
Didn't see very many aces in men's doubles. And that flick caught Kang Min-hyuk out. Save from Ki Dong-ju, 3 in a row, 4 in a row. Oh, he couldn't do it that time, he was at his feet, but incredible defending from Ki Dong-ju.
17-12.
Well, these saves were from another galaxy. Just couldn't do it in the end. Right, just on the ankle. That was fired in by Ren Xiangyu. He's so good at placing the shuttle, Ren. They need this second game. Down the middle, that's the second time it's happened. Not too bad. Remember, of course, that for Huang and Ren, if it doesn't work out at this Super 1000, well, it's a very busy month of events to kick off the 2026 calendar, the India Open. Effectively straight after this, the Indonesia Masters, the Thailand Masters, all coming up. So plenty of tournaments for Huang and Ren to sharpen their arrows. Oh, great hold by Kang Min-hyuk. Forces the error.
14-17.
advantage Lee Dong-ju had to set himself up, make the jump, and pick his spot. And we'll start from here. Actually, 2 steps and a jump. It's the steepest angle on it. They were 14-7 down, and it's 15-17. Fantastic run from Kang and Ki. Six consecutive points. Critical period for Huang and Ren. Good reset from Kang Min-hyuk. Oh, beautifully done. He would not be denied, and they've tied it up at 17. What a comeback. Keep the serve as well. So the pressure just turned back onto Huang and Ren. Kang Min-hyuk was just carefully managing those shuttles. They take the lead, first lead of the game. They were 14-7 down. Kang Min-hyuk, I think, has just elevated himself to most valuable player on court just for that comeback alone, whether they win this second game or not. Fantastic play. Managed to foil the best plans of Ren Zhang-yu. From Lee Dong-ju. 18 all. And we're going to see extra points again. 53 minutes they put on court. With probably incredible save number 9 or 10. I mean, he's come up with so many in this match. In the end, they lose the point. Look at how he got there in time. So, Huang and Ren. It was Ren Zhang-yu, unsurprisingly, finishes it into the corner. 19-18.
Team, get ready.
Can you believe it? 2018, 2 game points.
18.
There from Kang. And he's taking things very carefully. Great reset from Kang Min-hyuk, doesn't make the net. Second game falls 20-19 to Huang and Ren. It is match on.
잘 생각해보면서 내가 좀 잘하고 있어. 수비도 잘하고 있어. 좀 한 번씩 우리가 딱 부족한 나오는 거야. 계속 때리는 수비가 나오니까 앞 사람이 한번 걸리고 그때 우리가 밀리는 상황이었어. 한번 계속 상대방 앞 사람을 움직이게 만드는 거야. 움직이게. 중심 움직이게. 이게 서비스 넣고 중간보다 서비스 넣고
Got to 20 seconds. Got to
捞完了以后，你看他
20 seconds.
推得很厚的时候，两边边线啊、小队长，你要打深一点球就有了。啊，你一定要注意连贯，你这打手上的时候就容易停，你知道吗？
Thank you. Thank you. Coach, thank you. Clear. Thank you.
So game 3 and a change of ends.
Final game. Final game. Level. Play.
Good confidence from Huang, and I wonder if that's what we're going to see in this third game. They have had a bit of a roller coaster ride in that second game, being 14-7 up. They did manage to secure it 21-18, but the fact of the matter is they have scored 21 points in both games. They just lost the first 23-21, but their scoring output has got to be impressing them against a decent enough pair. And can they go all the way and secure their first win?
1-0. It's over. 2-1. It's over. 2-0.
gone long. Challenge coming. We're going to find out soon.
Out. Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over.
Oh, no luck on that challenge.
3, 2, play.
So for this final game, which will of course see a change of ends at 11 points, Kang and Ki already down a challenge. Nicely placed from Kang Min-hyuk, just out of
3-0.
Yu's hitting zone. Enough anyway to force it to go wide. Four-three, Kang and Ki. Oh, just a stretch too far. He was just actually clutching the back of his leg. There's a little knotted muscle in that stretch, I'm sure. Yeah, look that way. Nothing he can't walk off. Bit of luck there for Kang and Ki.
Pass the shuttle, pass. Only
Good from Ki Dong-ju. Min-hyuk puts it to the floor enough.
8-3. No.
Well, I think that's Rim Sang-yu that is asking for some medical attention.
The leg bleeding started.
Ah, yes, there is. Right. That's an open wound. That's going to have to be looked at.
Run.
So Ren Sang-yu just getting that patched up. Can't have open wounds on court, especially ones that's on very movable part of the knee. That's just off the kneecap, so that does have to be looked at. So a lull in play from what has been a very entertaining match so far. The slightly more established pair of Kang and Ki have done well enough. And now Zhang Yu gets that looked at. Wang Di is getting a couple of tips from the coach.
The leg is bleeding. You have to wait.
Well, now you can see it is getting looked at.
Thank you. 8-3. Play.
Communication problems and another racket change. This time it's Ki Dong-ju. He's also made it seamless. Well, I think his acrobatics on court led to a fault on that new racket, but he made the change effortlessly. And for a guy that does a lot of running on and off court, he's done quite well there. He's always in some battle mode, Ki Dong-ju. Kang and Ki have really started this third game well. They needed a buffer. They've got one of 6 points. About to head into that mid-game interval where we will be changing ends. Certainly up the ante here in the third. It's great play. Just tip of the spear, as I like to call it. Top of the net. 11-4 up. Fantastic performance from Kang and Ki. A little bit more stable and solidified from their second game. They've come out fighting. Well, this is it, the conclusion of this epic men's doubles encounter on day 2 of the Malaysia Open 2026. Kang Min-hyuk, former world champion, with his partner of almost a year, Ki Dong-ju, against Huang and Ren, who have been paired up for the first time and are proving to be quite the pair. Oh, well left there by
Service
Huang.
over. 5-11. Service over. 12-5.
Nice reset again from Kang. Powering it home. 13-5. Well, they've really taken control of this third game.
Service over. 6-13.
An hour and 12 minutes. They've been on court now. And it has been a riveting affair. Too much.
7-13. Okay, play.
Well, they have a big enough buffer even with that miss. A lot of work for Huang to do in this final phase of action. The real question is, can they pull off a comeback in the same manner as Kang and Ki did in the second? That was a 6-point run. Well, that would really do them well right now, Huang and Ren. It might be exactly what Ren is telling his partner right now. Just out of reach, so well placed. Kang Min-hyuk.
8.
Nice defense from Yeongju. How many times have I said that today? Huang deep with the miss. 15-8, service back of the Koreans. Very interesting pair, Kang and Ki. Kang is the all-rounder. Yeongju, as we've seen, great at recovery and defense. And there's also a bit of a handful at the net. Ooh, left well. 16-8.
16-8. Line up. Thank you. On court. over.
Well, that'll always work.
9-16.
Straight body shot just under the chin. It's gone long. Good idea though.
10-16.
What a return from Ki-dong-ju. Fantastic.
17-10.
He was all over that. He knew it was coming, knew what he was going to do. Jump back in just the right time. Send that down. 17-10. Such an important point to win.
It's over. 11-17.
I said earlier, that 6-point run might come in handy. Oh, how handy would it be now for Huang and Ren if they could engineer one of those. So careful in clutch moments. Kang Min-hyuk just takes that extra level of care with the shuttle, especially around the net. He did it at the end of the first game. Tried to do it at the end of the second. Is beginning to show that trait once again.
It's over. 18.
Might be the turning point. Certainly is falling that way. 19-12. And that gives them 8 hard-won match points after 79 minutes.
It's over. 13.
That's one saved. Again, Kang Min-hyuk being extremely careful. A great pickup from Ki-dong-ju once again. Touch. That's a pickup. Oh, that was a masterclass in placement from Ren Zhengyu.
20.
It is very much last chance saloon for the China pair. And while, strangely enough, I don't doubt their scoring, I just hope that there isn't a mistake, because that mistake will see them lose this match. But I have been wildly impressed by Huang and Ren today. And they've done it with a clip of the net. 21-14 in the third. 81 minutes on court. But they are through. And Kang Min-hyuk and Ki Dong-ju were starting to pick up titles and finishes at the end, in the middle of last year, have started their Malaysia Open campaign here with a win. Hard fought for sure. They will play either Indran Joaquin or Tama and Isfahani in the next round. I told you, Indran Joaquin, one of the young pairs to look out for. That's confirmation of it. 23-21, 18-21, 21-14. Kang Min-hyuk and Ki Dong-ju have made it through. Just hope that some of those incredible saves from Ki Dong-ju make it onto BWF's Play of the Day, because they really were sensational. Photo call for the guys. And coming up next, it's the women's doubles. Su Ya-ching, Sung Yu-swan from Chinese Taipei against the informed pair of Jia Yifan and Zhang Shuxian. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the Malaysia Open 2026 here at the Axiata Arena in Bukit Jalil. It is day 2 of the competition, and here on court 2, we're up to the women's doubles. Su Ya-ching and Sung Yu-swan from Chinese Taipei take on the number 4 seeds here in Malaysia this week, Jia Yifan and Zhang Shuxian. Well, this is from section 3 of the draw, and there are some names in there. Fukushima and Matsumoto, of course, defending champions in this part of the draw. And live from Canada, and Su and Lin might mean it's an all Chinese Taipei round 2. That is, of course, if Su and Sung can get past Jia and Zhang here in this first round.